What's up, guys? Stay 240. I'm just doing some rehab at home after a tournament yesterday. My wrist is pretty sore. My shoulder is a little bit sore. My pec, but honestly, like my elbow, like it's like I'm not that damaged. Like I think um, there's some tournaments that I feel like way more hurt than I would after a long practice. This one I think is like pretty comparable to a long practice. So that's good. And the wrist is mostly from after pulling with Kim Do-hoon, who's like kind of a legend in Korea, and he's but anyway, like I top rolled with him for like I don't know, like 20 seconds. He was holding me, but just it got like I was like fully maxing out on my like wrist stability and just kind of like getting pulled through it like that I think that did the most damage, but like it's not even that bad. Like it's like I said, like I've felt the sore before, so I know it'll just come back after a little bit. So yeah, I figured I should put on some arm wrestling if I'm gonna film it. So just have like my goat, Mindagus. But yeah, I like don't have like a routine for rehab. What I like to do is to just get pumped in everything that I think is involved in arm wrestling. So I've always like my goal usually is just to get like a bicep pump, like a hammer curl pump, but not as much. Like a tricep pump, like maybe a bit of like rear shoulder, like delts, and then sometimes like lats, but I don't really get pumped off that. But usually what I'm focused is like bicep, tricep, and then like wrist and finger flexors, like forearm. So to me, like it's always been just ticking those boxes. So it's like I don't know, like I don't know if that's good or whatever, but it's not complicated, and that's just kind of been my approach to rehab. So because I just feel like for rehab, it's like I don't really care about doing arm wrestling motions or anything. I just think that there's your wrist joint, your elbow joint, and your shoulder joint, and then I just like kind of I move it in the like two directions it goes in, and well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's kind of how I think about it. And then today, I mean, I mess around like with a little bit of a bunch of different stuff, but I mean, it doesn't really matter that much anyway. But I do like the 30-second statics. It's just like the one I posted last time, I was doing like quite heavy, like I could maybe like barely hold it, and for this time it's like way lighter, so it's like really easy. But I feel like I don't know, like it's probably a lot is just placebo, but I feel myself like tightening up, and I feel like and it gives me like a slight like soreness. That's obviously it feels different than after if I've like done curls or something, because it's a static, and I like that feeling. I feel like it's making my like tendons stronger. So I decided to do like a few sets of that, like with very lightweight and a little bit of rice bucket, because my wrist is so stiff right now, just to move it around a little bit. And then just bicep curls. Like I always do bicep curls with like, I mean, this is 5 kilos, so but for me it's like I'm doing them when like it hurts to straighten my arm. So I feel like I feel like what's the point of going heavier if like, I mean, I could basically do it with no weight, I feel like. and and actually, like, for like my rear delts and stuff, like I think no weight is perfect, because like if I use a 5 kilo like dumbbell to do like delt raises, that's heavy as shit. And like when I'm like super sore after arm wrestling, because I realized my arm has weight, so I just like flap my arms around, and it's like I got pumped, and it's like great. And I mean, I guess like similar. I've never actually tried to like do like 100 reps of air, but that's an interesting idea. I've thought about it, and I mean, David talks about he like flicks his fingers out like a bunch of times, like I don't know, for like 30 seconds or whatever, or like he does it 100 times, and then like he gets all his like finger extensors like pumped, and I mean it works. He just like flick it out a bunch, and like maybe that's a good way to get some blood flow. But yeah, so about the tournament, I did really well. I mean, I didn't lose. I went 3-0. There was 6 people in my class, so I didn't get to have a lot of matches, which is also why I'm not that damaged. But I pulled Yongmin first, and then Hung Sing 2 times. But the guys I beat are like so good, and like they're so like respected, and I think I like always like imagine like what if, but objectively, like I also thought I was gonna lose going into it. So like I feel like I didn't even have a game plan like in my first match. Like I stopped the match, and then I'm like, I don't really even like, I've never actually like thought through like what I'm supposed to do here, because I kind of didn't expect it to go there. But yeah, I'm like so jazzed. Like everyone's like, a lot of people are like, you know, coming up to me and saying congrats, and it's like I don't know, I'm like so thankful, and all the guys I faced are like so respectful, and they give me so much props. So very happy, and very thankful to everyone who like congratulated me, because I like a lot of guys like have like not seen me before, or like barely seen me, and then so it was kind of, I think I surprised a lot of people. So yeah, I mean, I think it's probably like my best competition result like ever. But yeah, it's funny that I was watching myself pull, and like even though I like feel like I did well, like it looks so weird, and like I'm like so not happy with like how it looks like my form and stuff. So that's interesting that I feel like your best output to me looks like very like clunky and incorrect. So I guess that's just like means I have a lot more to improve on, or maybe it's just, I mean it is easier to have good shape, good form against easier opponents. But for example, like when I'm pulling against a top roller, what Mindagas like does is he like actively brings his elbow back and drags, and I feel like I basically direction wise I pull very similarly with the kind of like low hand grip, and then trying to hold on to my pronation, but I can't drag my elbow even if I'm like because every time I pull a top roller that drags, I feel like, like I always just kind of let myself get pulled to the front of the pad, and then and then when they like go a bit more, it's like where I tighten up, and there's a stop. But I'm like, I don't even know, like I don't know why I can't do it or whatever, but yeah, I was just thinking that watching, I'm like, what's the reason? Like, does it mean to just have weak lats, or It's like, I don't know, like a body positioning thing, um, or like I don't have enough rotation. But anyway, that's all. Thanks so much for watching.